Actor Kristen O'Dowd won Kristen Wiig's heart as Officer Rhodes in the 2011 hit comedy Bridesmaids. You can see the table is still cracking up whenever we watch that scene. O'Dowd has since appeared in movies including This Is 40 and St. Vincent. He also guest starred in the HBO series Girls. O'Dowd now stars in the new series Get Shorty, based on the 1990 best-selling novel. He plays a hitman trying to leave his criminal past to become a filmmaker. In this preview of Sunday's premiere on Epix, O'Dowd's character pitches an idea to a producer.
Mr. Moorweather, I'm sure you're really busy, but I have a script I just know you're going to love.
Leave it with Gladys,
It's
please.
quicker if I just tell you about it. So the story takes place in the old days in Europe, and there's this young guy, an Irish guy, actually, and he's in love with this beautiful girl, but he loses her because he has to go to war. And he sees some terrible and he does some terrible. And by the time he comes home looking for her, he's too in the head to connect. So he needs to find that part of himself that remembers how to love. And you know, there's funny bits.
That's Ray Romano there in that scene. Chris O'Dowd joins us at the desk. Hey.
Thanks very much for having me.
So, listen, your character, Miles Daly, is someone who's trying to change his life. He's going from somebody who kills people to becoming a filmmaker.
That's right.
What drew you to this role?
You know, I don't get to play kind of tough guys very often. People see me as more of a hugger than a fighter.
A hugger.
Yeah, but what they don't realize is that my hugs are quite violent. So it was kind of tempting. I hadn't read something this sharp in a while that was also quite funny. So it was an easy one for me to jump onto.
But you do have some violent scenes.
There's a little violence. I'm generally the guy who's trying to make violence not happen. But I'm surrounded by people who are very trigger happy and probably borderline psychotic. And I'm trying to get out of all of that to create this new life for my family and something more pure. And so I go to Hollywood.
Pure.
You're making fun of Hollywood.
We're definitely poking fun at it a bit. I mean, there are elements of satire in it. And I don't have a big problem with Hollywood, and I kind of live in LA, but it is kind of like the needy aunt in the family.
How do you kind of live in L.A.?
Well, I'm over and back. I'm a big traveler, Charlie, like yourself.
Yeah. What about the movie with John Travolta? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously working off the same source material with the Elmore Leonard book, but I like to think that our show, it's tonally quite different. It's like you visit a bar at a different time of the week.
Yeah.
So the movie is quite sharp. It's like visiting the bar on like a Saturday night when everybody is dressed to the nines and they're looking their best and their pickup lines are really working. But our show is like you visited at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday. The floor is sticky.
Yeah.
You're fighting with your girlfriend. The bar bill's about to arrive. You can't afford to pay it. That kind of vibe.
What is it like working with Ray Romano?
He's terrific. He's got this weird voice, which is, he knows all
Yours
the
is
capital.
completely normal.
Yeah.
Are you doing a film with Aaron Sorkin?
I am, yeah.
He's directing.
That's right.
Did he write it and direct it?
That's right.
And have you already shot it, or you?
We have shot it, yeah.
How is he as a director?
He's terrific. It's definitely all about the language. He's very specific, but when you're a writer that good, it's kind of nice to be told that the commas matter.
Yeah.
The commas matter.
You know, he's
Comma, yeah.
Yeah, he's very specific about the way that a line is portrayed, and it's exactly the way that.
Yeah, I would like that too. I mean, you think that if he wrote it, he knows exactly what he meant, and every pause.
That's right.
Has meaning to him, and therefore.
Yeah. No, I think that's
he gives
exactly
you the
it.
freedom to follow that.
It gives you the security of knowing that the words were correct in the first place.
Like you don't correct Shakespeare.
Exactly.
You and your wife have a new baby boy.
Yes.
You describe, he's the second son, right?
That's right.
You describe the life of a father as going from traveling in the London Underground to the subway system in New York.
That's right. Like when you have one son, it's like you've got the London Underground and it's tough going, but at midnight it kind of stops until 6 a.m. and then you can kind of recoup and clean it. But two kids, it's like having the subway where it runs 24 hours and it always kind of smells like pee.
It's always dirty. Margaret wanted to know. We asked you that about. We were asking you about your officer character.
Yeah, we got to leave it there. Chris, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Get Shorty premieres Sunday on Epix. You're watching CBS This Morning.